I'm a student and I need help, how do I get that help from you? Well, typically it's probably through a contact center, website, phone number. There's many different ways that people set up help. And I'm always very intrigued about this conversation around contact center because I'm always staggered by how dehumanized it often is. Press 1 for this, press 2 for that, press 3 for that. The person who put 1 and 2 and 3 together never clearly had a question in their life that they needed answering because nobody knows which button to push to get the answer that they want. I remember when I was a student and I had a question, I had to go and find the faculty, okay, where's marketing? Let's go up 7 flights of stairs, get to the front, speak to Lizette who was at the front, and she said, oh sorry, the place you need to be is across campus in finance. And off I trekked across campus to go and sort out and be passed from pillar to post. Those are not great experiences. If we think about interacting with companies, whether they're in the private sector, whether they're in the public sector, probably the thing that we least like doing is contacting that company because you know you're going to get messed around, you're going to get passed from pillar to post, you know that you're going to get frustrated. All you want is to have your question answered or your problem resolved. And there are very few companies or institutions who actually get this right. And it's actually quite simple. When we start thinking about the contact center, we need to start off with thinking about what channels we want to allow. If you look at companies like OutSurance, they actually decided in the beginning to scrap all channels and give you one way of contacting them. They gave you a number. And that was the only way that you could get help with OutSurance. And they made sure that it was amazing service through that one channel before they then started opening up those various channels like web help and apps and that kind of thing. So when it comes to contact center, don't be overly ambitious thinking that you need to open up 20 different channels. Be excellent across the channels that you do want to open. Do you have a website that students can go get help? Make it amazing. Put a bot there, put a chat bot, make it a human experience. If it's a contact center where you have to phone in, make sure the people who are behind the phone can get you the answers. And so it goes across all these channels. Now technology can help out in a big way. And that's where we talk about omni-channel. Simply put, multiple channels. Any channel that the person wants to communicate over, you need to provide service to. And it's not about how many channels you have, as I said before, it's about the quality that you're providing over those channels. And so when we look at technology, we're looking at channels, but we're also looking at what do you need behind the scenes to answer those questions. What access to data? What access to colleagues? How can you share, disseminate work to deal with the various stakeholders who are contacting you for various reasons and make sure that it's done in the most efficient way? So we want to make sure that the channel itself is well looked after. And you've got to think about students, you've got to think about accessibility. So do they want to contact you via WhatsApp? Maybe they don't have airtime and you need to think about USSD or something like that. Maybe you've got an in-person contact center where people can walk into and have a conversation. Whichever channel that you have, the technology that drives that channel, that supports that channel, is very important, or as much as important as the channel itself. Lastly, as I said before, let's find ways to humanize the experience. When you're designing the technology that supports these channels and these people that are helping answer these questions, think about how you would want it done. Think about the human experience. Think about how you can get those answers quicker, better, faster, how you can anticipate some of those things and turn them into self-service or frequently asked questions. There are a number of things that technology can do, but what technology can't do is be human. That's where you've got to combine human-based processes and answering of simple questions with technology that's going to amplify that and make it better, simpler, faster. I would start with going and speaking to the contact center people and saying, what are the kind of queries you get? What frustrates people? What frustrates you? How can we solve those problems? And bring technology into this thing to say, right, let's get really amazing over those channels, solving those problems. So we want to work with you to design this experience. We want to work with you to see what channels, what questions, what answers, how can we put this together and how can technology support this experience to be human, to be student-centric, and to help you get the answers to those people as quickly as possible.